All right, folks, so Dave here. We're going to use the Olympic dumbbells and do some shrugs. And I really want to see how big a pain in the butt it's going to be. You guys may not think it's a pain. So we'll see. There's obviously, barbell. There's a hex bar. And we may do a video with the hex bar. Here is one Olympic dumbbell. And then a second one. I probably will clean up a little bit in here in a bit, just because a lot of trip hazards. So, these weigh about 8-9 pounds a piece. And, right off the bat, hey, not too bad, right? Dumbbells, in my opinion, are definitely the best way to work the traps. I actually would probably go with the cable handle, do them one at a time, as well as another option. And so we're going to put, we'll jump up 10 pounds each side. I got to get this out of the way. So, of course, yeah, here's a barbell, right? And if you got a gut like yours truly, the bar can hit. Plus, honestly, all that weight shifted forward, the way the shoulders have to be rotated, not such a good thing. You can obviously do the barbell behind the back as well. I'm not going to demonstrate that here. Now, earlier, folks, I was screwing around on the incline. Ended up, for the first time in a long time, actually wasn't able to get the weight back up. Thank God for spotter bars. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Now, another thing you can do for shrugs when you're flipping back is you can use a curling bar, which, depending on the bar and your overall size, might be more convenient. Now, I just got this. I'm looking forward to doing maybe another strict curl video. Break my 145, 146, whatever. Actually, standing I did 146 for reps. The strict curl, I think I only got 142. But this is going to be a nice bar, super curl bar. All right, so here's where the pain comes with this, folks. We've got to load these. Of course, you could do this on the ground. Maybe I should have did that on the ground. We got to put those on. And in my opinion, the clamping collars would probably be your best bet. And I think in this video we'll demonstrate both. So these clamping collars, work pretty easy. I don't even know if this camera is actually able to see. Okay. Make sure you guys can see what the hell's going on. All right, so we need to adjust ever so slightly. Now, I don't necessarily want my face in the video. It's important to see the body, shoulders down. Hopefully this will come out. So those are the clamping ones. And then we've got these guys right here, which we'll use on the other one to demonstrate. And this will give me an opportunity to clean the weight off of my failed lift. God, a couple weeks ago I did 280, I thought, for 3 reps. And today I had a little bit of problem with 285. I said, you know, I just throw 305 on there. Or 295. I think we did 295. we did 305. And 305 was a total bust. You know, kind of stupid, to be honest with you, because I did decline as well, and not that I maxed out. Drove up 381 there really easy, but yeah, did not have it on the incline, which is, you know, a lot more difficult. Okay, so got our dumbbells, and this is now almost 30 pounds. And, you know, depending on your technique, some people are, you know, do that kind of stuff. Some like to do it slow and easy. Try and feel those traps working back there. Now you can see with these, I can have them pretty much up against my body. So it's a pretty good spot. Now, the good thing here is if you have a lot of weights lying around, like I have, I think 140 pounds worth of cap 10s. Then we've got 2 more 10 pounders at Sports Authority VTX. So we can load these things up. And then all the 5 pounders. But it depends on how much fits on the bar, of course. Now ideally, let's say you have a dumbbell rack like I do. We go up to, well, Wednesday, we'll go up to 80 pounds. Right now we only go up to 70 pounds, but eventually we'll have these 80 pounders show up. I think it was Cat. I was going to buy a 95 pound, I don't know if they were Weeder Champion. And I thought, you know, I'm probably going to use the 80s more than I would the 95s. Because you're probably not going to see me benching, doing flat with the 95s. Not that I couldn't. I just don't like heavy dumbbells flat. I do like heavy dumbbells incline. But right now I have no idea what kind of weight I'm lifting for incline. So alright, so this is almost 50 pounds. So if you have a dumbbell rack like I do, it obviously would make more sense to use the dumbbells and keep these at, like, so if I have 80s, you know, I would jump up to probably 90s or 85, right? So we add smaller weights. I've got these micro gains plates, half, 3/4 a pound. So you could put one on one end and only go up half a pound. You go 3/4 pounds, you go up a pound. Put both of them on there, you can go up 1.5 pounds, you know, whatever variation that you want. Now, standard plates you usually have, you know, that are going to fit on this would be the 10, 5, 2.5, and then the non-standard ones like the incremental weights would work as well. And I think there's you can get 1.25 pound plates out there as well. So, but yeah, if you have a rack like I do, you know, you probably would want to start with something over the 80 pounders. I also have magnetic weights that attach. So once I get the 80s in, so we've got these guys. Really, I could add these to the 80 pounders. We could start at 85. So realistically, I would start 90s with these. But now, what does that mean, folks? I've got to have 8 plates on each side, right? Or 8 total 10 pounders on each dumbbell. And so that does feel pretty good, folks. And I'm just going to show you going up and incrementing. So we do have 2 sets of 5 pounders. And you know, you don't have to spread these completely symmetrical. Now I wouldn't put a 10 on one side versus the other, but doing a 2.5 on one side, doing this 1 pound plate on one side, or you know, maybe even a 5 pound plate. So we're just going to jump up 10 pounds. So I need to find all my 5s. And there will be no editing in this video, folks, just so you know. But we'll try and do the whole video all at once. And we're going to have multiple, looks like we're going to have multiple camera angles. Now this is my my basement. The majority of the basement is finished. Well, I believe there's basically at least 1,300 square foot that's not finished, and then there is 1,300 square foot that is finished, which makes for a pretty sizable basement. Ideally, if I could go back, I would have the ceiling a foot higher. That would allow me to easily do military press in here with the 45s on the bar, and pull-ups and other things. All right, so you know, in the future, you'll see this room will be all cleaned up, less of a disaster, hopefully. Gotta start somewhere, right, folks? So I'm a little concerned that neither camera is really picking up anything. So you'll see with the weight change, I'm raising one camera up. You might not even been able to see my shoulders. And this guy is pointed at this, so we'll adjust the camera. We might have to angle this. But yeah, folks, in this video, we're loading up our Olympic dumbbells for working our traps, and hopefully by watching this you see the investment you have to put into the plates, and could be that it might be a pain in the butt for you as well to set up your dumbbells. But like I've said, I do believe dumbbells are the best way to work the traps. And gone are the days for me like, oh, let me put 400, 500 pounds in shrug. That was like 16 years ago. Never again. I don't think I put more than 300 on the bar. And it just doesn't feel the same as doing a dumbbell. So, this camera, I believe you can see the rack of dumbbells. Missing is everything under 35 pounds, pretty much is in another room. And the 80 pounders that I don't have here yet. So from here, folks, if we wanted to go up 5 pounds, we'd grab a bunch of 2.5s. And I think for the sake of the videos, I'm eventually going to get me a get the smaller cap plates so that everything matches. During the epidemic, I actually was considering selling my weights off because I had to go overseas. And I was going to be using a gym. I'm like, if these are worth $4 a pound, of course, I've added to my weights since then, so we don't have, we have more weights now than before COVID started. But I wasn't able to buy anything while COVID was going on, just because it was too pricey. Now you potentially could use 25-pound plate on here. I don't think I'd recommend it, but that is a possibility. So we've got to find the rest of the tins. There's one on the floor. Now, depending on how strong your wrist is, I discussed, you could put a 5-pounder, use just a 5-pounder to go up incrementally. Have it on one side, not spreading it. You might feel that in your wrist, you might not. All right, folks, so this is pretty close to 70. So 69 pounds, 68 pounds. This is probably where I would grab some wrist straps. Now there are some people that take issue with lifting straps, but even for this lightweight, for somebody like myself that's had a severe hand wrist trauma, become a little dependent on these. So I definitely, like I said, I love the way this feels. Sometimes I go to Planet Fitness, and once you get warmed up, you're like, okay, I'm at the 75s, and it's like, there's no heavier weight to go to, and that just kind of sucks. Now, I do have additional 10-pounders, but I don't think my goal is going to be to go super heavy. So we're just going to go, we're going to put 5 pounds on each side. And I'm going to put them opposite of each other. And there's the potential that, depending on how you put this in your hand, you might be okay with 5 pounds of weight on one side, not the other. Now I may do, we're doing this video for shrugging, but we may do a video showing using these for incline and how painful that can be. Alright, so since these are light, we're recovering relatively quickly. And ideally I have a higher place to pick these up at. So this bench is exactly 17 inches from the ground. I have another bench around here that's a wee bit higher. That one would probably be the one to use. Oh, excuse me, folks. So that was roughly 73, 74 pounds. We can go heavier, which in this case, I think we will. So 5 more pounds. Just under 80. And so if you're watching the video earlier, you saw that the clips a lot easier to use than the whatever those things are called to stop the weights coming off. The right side had the clamps, the other side has the device that you've got to screw and unscrew. One's a lot faster than the other. One may provide more protection than the other. Oh. So I'm thinking, folks, I need to buy, I may need to buy more 10-pound plates. You know, if I want the gym down here at some point to look a lot cleaner, a lot more organized. I will continue to get different products in to try them out, unbox, review. Weight equipment's, you know, hit or miss. There's a weight bench I bought that's more than made its money. There's a barbell I bought that's more than made its money. But most of the stuff, you're lucky if you get 10 to 20% back in YouTube videos. And so a plate, you know, I need it for the future videos, but that unboxing video, or if you do a comparison, that's really all the videos you're going to get out of it from that aspect. Now I've kind of cooled my horses a little on some of the gear I wanted to get in here, because now I'm thinking we need to be patient. Alright, so this is just under 80 pounds. think I've tried dumbbells that heavy one at a time. I've done cables one at a time. I'm not sure how good that is for the spine. God, I really wanted to do some heavy barbell. Maybe tomorrow. We'll break out the new bar, the new super curl. So I've got piles of bars now. You can see on this camera in the corner. There's 4 in there and 1 on the floor. 2 more over there. The Olympic bar I'm using for hip thrusts, deadlift. So that part's good to have that. So another reason that I wanted to get more tens, it's kind of fun to start with a bar, doing some kind of bench, then put the tens on there as you're warming up, another 10, another 10, another 10. Next thing you know, maybe you got 200 some pounds on there, maybe you got 300 some pounds, and doing reps. That obviously takes a lot of tens to do that. And right now I've got what did I say? I think we're missing a couple. So somewhere there's another 10, another 2 tens. But yeah, we've got 140 pounds of tens plus 2 more. So 180 pounds worth of tens plus the bar. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll at least get another set of 4. That would enable me to get actually getting 4. I need 6 more. That would make basically 110 pound dumbbell with that. All right. So I can really feel that starting to work. I bought this stand here, which is really kind of on the low side. Let me see if I can move us over. Just try a slightly different angle. Yeah, this doesn't rotate. So hopefully that'll stay up. If not, I'm gonna lose a really expensive cell phone camera. All right. So folks, we're gonna continue our journey of going heavier. We'll take a 5 off of one side, put a 10 on. And then we can find the other 10. So you may find on the channel that I will end up repeating these workouts. Have to obviously build up the watch hours. Right now we're doing pretty solid. We're like halfway there already. Now some of these videos I had on another channel, I killed them on that channel, or downloaded it, then killed it on that channel. So now they're on this channel. Pretty much the ones that weren't making money. But now I'm making these longer workout videos. No editing, a lot more chatting. So from here I could grab more 10s, I can grab 2.5ers. I really probably don't need more 5s, but at this point it's easier. You know, I don't know what dumbbell size I would get up to these days, because honestly, you know, Planet Fitness you can only go to 75. That's too light. Go to the other gym I go to, I think they have 150s, but you know, I just haven't been taking advantage of it like I should probably. And I think on these bars, it's highly likely I could get another 30, well, maybe not 30 pounds, but let's see, 6 of these. We could make 130-pound dumbbells with this probably. Oh yeah, that feels good, folks. So, what was that? 75 pounds worth of weight. 83, 84 pounds, somewhere in there. It's pretty good. I think we'll put another 5 on here. So just be under. Actually, we're totally screwing this up. I'm gonna try it anyways, see how offset it can be. So one side's got 45 pounds of weight, the other's got 35. We may, you know, feel that. Wow, this thing's hard to get off today. So I want to see if it physically bothers me to be off 10 pounds. Like it sure as hell would bother me on a bench press. 1 pound, 2.5 pounds. You may sense it, but you're probably going to be all right. Now, I'm not a fan of using the hex bar. We'll do a video on that one of these days. Because you're out here like this, and I just don't feel like that's so good on the shoulders. And then, to be honest with you, I have 2 sets of 25 pounders. And my legs, you know, not too ridiculously big, that I could probably fit 25 pounders on there and maybe not need the additional 10s. Or I could just keep, you know, buy another set of 5s. I think it was in Prime Day, they had really good deals on the cap plates. $50 for the 45, which I didn't buy. The 10 pounders were like 40 bucks. So four of those 40 bucks, that's pretty good. And then the 5 pounders, 5 pounders were 20. I look back, I kind of wish I would have got more of the 5s. For this, it'd be perfect, you know. We just add 5 to one side. Next set, add 5 to the other side. Next set, 5, you know, boom, boom. If I'm getting, you know, close to, maybe not the max weight, but the weight that I want to work out with, the last weight that I can easily get 8 or more reps. Okay, so that I can feel 45 versus 35, folks. And with the wrist straps on, one side's dipping and the other's not. And that actually, not that it was great, but the fact that it was the back side of my hand was probably better. So maybe one more. It's really not my day to do this, but and actually I was about to jump up 10 pounds, but I best do another 5. So this is VTX plates. Now 5s, I've discussed this in another video, but a certain type of 5-pound plate, the thin ones, you could really load this up with those. Let's see if I can find one. Or I thought there was one on the floor somewhere. Clean up a little, folks. What do they say? Cleanliness is godliness. Yeah, here we go. So these 2 plates, more so the 5-pounder, are way thinner. Almost half the thickness of that 10. I don't know, I don't have any standard 10s. I think they have a pretty big lip on them like that VTX plate, but at this point, putting a bunch of standard 5s on there would be really nice, and you'd still be able to get a lot on there. Funny thing is, I don't know where, not sure where the other, oh, there's the other 5. It's holding up the other camera stand that I do the floor shots with. Alright, so this will be the last set. Not that I couldn't go up. Sometimes it just feels like there's a good stopping point. You don't always have to go super heavy. Honestly, I haven't even done heavy dumbbells like this in forever. So now when I get done with this, it's a pain in the ass to take all the weights off. Versus, you know, the investment that you would need in dumbbells. So let's just compare a dumbbell cost. We're close to 90 pounds here. Those cost 105, 120, you know, and up. So that investment you would need for this, we'll just go with 120, $240, right? These barbells, I think were like 20, 25, we'll say. Maybe they're more, but say 25. If you get the weight plates on sale, you know, $1 a pound, it's going to cost you more to make 190, but you can make all the ones beneath that, 80s, 70s, so it's super expensive, obviously, to have a rack full of dumbbells. And, you know, I didn't buy all mine at once, right? I mean, this has slowly been building up to what I have over there. And at my age, it doesn't make a lot of sense to go buy any real big ones anymore. I look back though, I probably should have bought the bigger ones when I had a chance, because it would have been quite a few years of using them. All right, here we go, last set. All right, thanks for checking out the video, folks. Please like, please subscribe.